Today's video, we're gonna be comparing two bags that I really liked. One is the Peak Design 3-liter Sling V2 and the Hex Mini Ranger DSLR Sling. Both bags are 3 liters, and but they're very different. So let me start off with the Hex, because that's actually the one I purchased first. The material is pretty nice. It's 900D poly with water-resistant coating. It looks good, it feels okay, but it's definitely not on par with the Peak Design material. This really reminds me of like, I don't know, being in junior high with a JanSport. You have the tripod straps here that are permanently attached. There's also compression straps on the side of the bag. There are some attachment loops on the upper back side of the bag. There's a grab handle here, not thick, not padded. This is, again, it reminds me of like a JanSport backpack strap. And moving on to the actual strap, we have these pretty typical backpack type straps, nothing special. The adjustment mechanism, again, is not anything very special. It's just like any other bag you might see. It has a quick release buckle. So if that's how you like to take your bag on and off, I guess if you're using this thing in fanny pack mode or hip pack mode, that might be more useful. There is a little hidden pouch over here. Let me make sure I get in the camera. Over here, it's a little stash pocket. And okay, so moving on to the pockets themselves. So we have a pocket up front that's designed probably for a cell phone. It has a faux fur lining in there. I'm typically someone who always wants my phone on me, so my phone's always in my pocket. Even if I have a bag, I don't want to shove my phone in this bag. So, you know what gets put in here are little odds and ends like chapstick, sunblock, things like that. And moving on to, I'm calling this the admin pouch. This is actually pretty cool. You can actually fit a good amount of stuff in here. You can see there's big pouches in the back, so that'll fit things like filters. So there's 3 mesh pouches up front, and those are perfect size for things like batteries. There is a good amount of space in here, which is nice. So you can throw a good amount of stuff. There's a little key attachment here with a quick release, I think. Yep. But what you guys mainly care about, I'm guessing, because when I was watching a bunch of videos, this is what I cared about the most, and that is the main compartment. Now, what I do want to say is that my bag that I ordered off of Amazon did not come with the center, with the divider. I don't know if that's how they all come now, but mine did not come with it. It said it would. Luckily, I have a million camera bags, so I just grabbed one that would fit and I put it in here. But be warned, yours may not come with it. It does come, so let me take this guy out. There's this long pad that goes in here, and I saw a lot of videos with guys who said, oh, if you take that pad out, then you can fit so-and-so camera. That wasn't really helpful for me, because why would I want to put my expensive camera in a bag that doesn't have padding? I mean, I might as well just wear it around my neck at that point. So for these demonstrations, I'm going to be keeping this padding in here. It's probably 1/4 of an inch thick, so keep that in mind. If you're one of the people who doesn't mind having padding, you might be able to fit a bigger camera in here, but probably it's not going to help too much. Getting to the Leica Killer build, for one, it does not fit with the camera on its side, which, can you guys see that? So that to me was a huge bummer, because I typically like to carry my cameras in the sling on its side, because I can grab the grip and pull it out really fast and easily, but it doesn't fit like that. So that's one kind of bummer. The camera though does fit front to back. So if I put it in like this, it fits nicely in there like that, which actually wasn't too bad because when I had my strap on, I could just pull the strap and the whole camera out of the top like that. And I do appreciate that there's a lot, that this opening is really big, so it's really easy to get in here. And let me show you how much space it has. What I did was I put the divider in here. It's gonna be hard to get it back in there right now, but you guys can imagine. I had the divider in there, and then with the divider, I had room for filters, I had room for batteries, whatever else I wanted to put in the side over here. Actually, let's see if another lens fits in there. All right, I'm back. I have, I think, two pretty popular lenses. I have the 20mm f1.8G, and I have the 85mm f1.8 Sony lens. I brought this one just for giggles. We'll see if that one fits. But so we have the Leica Killer build in here, and the 20mm f1.8 fits in there nicely right next to the camera. And there's room for the divider. So I think that that's a win. Let's try the 85. The 85 as well, and it'll definitely zip up. No problem. So that is pretty cool. I unfortunately can't show you my A7IV or my A7S3 because they're both being used right now, right there and up there. But let's see if this 70 to 200 Mark I fits in here. Let's see. Wow. It does. This will definitely zip. Not too bad. So that gives you an idea of how much will actually fit into this bag. Oh, and I forgot to mention, there's this another mesh zip pouch up here, which I just put a lens cloth in there. And the padding in this bag overall is not great, but it's kind of a double-edged sword because your stuff's not as padded, but it also means that the bag can conform to your gear in there a little better and fit more things. So I'm actually okay with the bag itself. I really like the amount of storage space it has. I really like the aesthetics. It has more of an urban kind of feel, and I feel like that's more of my style than the Peak. But the deal breaker for me with this bag is the strap. It might just be like my body style and how I like to wear the sling, but when I have this in sling mode, no matter what I do, the strap or the buckle, so the strap will like cut into my neck if I'm wearing a t-shirt, which I'm wearing like 90% of the time. I'm just wearing a t-shirt. It's like cutting into my neck, and it's not very comfortable. There's no padding on the strap whatsoever. And then the other weird thing is that these adjustment points and the buckle always seem to like be falling right on my collarbones, which I hate. I cannot stand that. So if I'm wearing something like this over a t-shirt, or if I'm wearing a hoodie or a jacket, then this bag is awesome. So that's why I'm thinking at this point, this bag is probably going to get returned. If Hex, if you ever watch this and you do a version 2 of this bag and you fix the strap and you add some padding, dude, I am there for that. All right, so here we have the Peak Design 3-liter Sling V2. And as you can see, it has a much different aesthetic than the Hex bag. It's a lot cleaner, a lot more modern looking and minimalistic, which is very much the Peak way of doing things. This bag is made out of a 400D double poly-coated DWR impregnated nylon canvas shell. So I don't know what all those technical terms mean, but I do know that the material feels a lot more high quality than the Hex bag. And I can tell you from experience with my 10-liter V1 sling that that material is incredibly durable. I mean, I've had that sling for about 7 years and I use it several times per week. It gets thrown on the dirt, on the concrete, whatever, and it still looks brand new. So I know that this material is super durable, highly waterproof. Starting on the bottom here, you can see that we have some attachment loops right here on both sides. Now that is because Peak made the design choice to not permanently attach the tripod / water bottle straps to the bottom of the bag like the V1s, like this. They do not have these permanently attached, which for me is actually okay. I know that's probably like a 50-50 split. 50% of the people probably wish they were always there, and the other 50 wish that they weren't there. I'm in the camp of I'm glad that they're not there, because I'm not always carrying a tripod. Actually, most of the time, especially with this kind of build, I'm definitely not carrying a tripod all the time. So I'm glad that they left that off. Makes it a little cleaner. I don't have to worry about the straps dangling around, which is cool. But they do include the straps. I do want to say that. They do include the straps, and I'll show you where I store them later in the video. And so moving on. We've got the front pocket here. The front pocket, I'm not a huge fan of. Honestly, the amount of stuff that you can fit in here is so minimal. Again, it's kind of like the Hex. I have chapstick and I have some sunblock in there. That's pretty much all I would put in there. I mean, you can put other things. I'll probably put an air tag in there just to keep track of this bag, but it's kind of hard to get into this pocket and see into it. So you don't want to put anything in there that you need to get to frequently. In my opinion, the Peak design really only has like one main pocket, and that's it. So speaking of that, let's go on to the main pocket. Actually, before I do that, let's talk about the zippers. The Peak design bags use what they call ultra zips, probably done in collaboration with someone who's very well known for zippers, but I'm not a zipper expert, so I can't tell you who that is. I will tell you though that I know the big name in the zipper game is YKK, but I actually prefer these zippers over YKKs. They have this weather sealing around the zipper, and they're incredibly smooth and really easy to pull. Peak Design used these really nice zipper pulls on here. Moving on to the top, we have a grab handle, which is very well padded, very comfortable to pick up the bag by this handle. And they have what they call axial attachments here, I believe is what they call it. Yeah, axial strap attachment, which what that does is it allows the strap to change its angle easily and conform to the shape of your body, which makes the bag much more comfortable to wear for long periods of time. So that's a big plus for me with this bag over the Hex, because my main complaint with the Hex was that it's not a comfortable bag. And as you can see, while we're talking about the strap, it actually has a nice long padded section, and the soft material goes up over the edge. It wraps around the edge of the strap, so that way if it does happen to contact your neck over here, it's not cutting into your neck. So that's a really good detail that they paid attention to, and I really appreciate it. And you guys, if you're watching this channel, you're probably very familiar with Peak Design stuff, but if you're not, they have a really well-known, well-designed, quick adjustment system. So you just flip this latch up and you can easily just slide your strap around, get it to the point you like, and then lock it back down. It's incredible. I love that feature a lot. And if you want to wear this bag in hip pack or fanny pack mode, you can detach it here with this clip. I've never done it, so I don't know how hard it is, but it's pretty easy. So there you go. Snaps back into place. Very cool. This is the thing that pushed me over the edge to the Peak Design bag, was the strap. It's extremely comfortable. I love it. They did a great job. All right, so I jumped the gun a little earlier with the front pocket, but it is what it is. It's not very useful. So let's hop into the main pocket, because that's what you guys care most about, I'm sure, because that's what I cared about the most. So if you guys can see in there, I already have a lens cap in there. We have a lot of room in this bag. There are two like kind of stretchy pouches on the side. On one of them, that's where I store the tripod / water bottle straps. I store those in there, so I have them in case if I need them. And then mine did come with the divider. This is the typical Peak Design origami style divider where you can flip it down to create a shelf. You can flip them both down to make a pass through, or you can leave it like this. You can fit batteries and stuff over here in the side pouches, and you also have this inner zip pouch that has 3 battery compartments. And unlike the Hex bag, these are not mesh, so you don't have to worry about things getting shorted out or whatever. They're made of a very high quality material. Let's stick the camera in here and show you guys how much it can fit. So unlike the Hex, where I couldn't put my camera in this direction because I like to grab the grip, the Peak, you can do that. And you can see that it fits nicely in there, easily zips up, which is another huge selling point for me because I've just been putting my cameras in slings like that for decades, and that's what I'm used to. My muscle memory just wants to reach in and grab it like that. So that's a huge plus for me. Actually, I haven't tried to put it in here like the Hex with the lens facing forward. I don't even know if that works, but let's give it a try. If I didn't have the divider in there, it would probably work pretty well. Actually, that works too. So you can put the camera in there lens forward if that's what you like. You can also put it lens up really easily. You can put it lens down really easily. But I do prefer on its side like that. And as you can see, there's a lot of space in there still. I don't have the divider set up really optimally, but I'm pretty sure we can fit another lens in there just like we did with the other bag. So let's do the same test. I have the 20mm G lens, drops in there, no problem. We can zip this thing up. Good. And let's try the 85 1.8 and see how that goes. Oh, it's not tight. It's just that I have the strap sticking out. Easy. All right, let's see if this bag can also fit the 70-200. And I'll also do the A7IV / A7S3 test with this bag as well. This one, I'm not sure if this is gonna fit. It looks like it's gonna be pretty tight in there. Oh. Oh, this one's a little tight. If I didn't have the tripod straps in there, it definitely would. If you guys can see that, I had to really crank it to get that to close, but it does fit. So I'd say that they're pretty close in terms of how much stuff these two bags can hold, but I do prefer the configurations that I can put the camera in this bag because I do like to have my camera on its side. What I have here is, let's try first, I have an A7IV with the small rig half cage attached and the Sony 16-35 G Master lens with the lens hood attached. This is pretty beefy. Let's see if it fits. So I have no divider in here at the moment. And let's see. So wow, it fits so nicely. Oh my gosh, I'm so stoked. I can actually use this for my A7 IV as well. Let's see. Can you guys see in there? Yep. You can see in there. There's not a lot of room, but let's see what we can I cram the 20mm in there somehow? No, you can't. But it does fit the 16-35 G Master, which is a beefy lens. So that is really cool. I wonder, okay, so that was on its side. Let's try lens down. That's not gonna work. Let's try, so it's obviously not gonna fit lens up either. Let's try going like this. No, that's not gonna work. All right, but it does fit in this bag in my preferred configuration with the grip up on the camera on its side. Fits in there nicely, so check that out. It zips up, no problem whatsoever. Wow, I'm pretty happy about that. All right, so let's switch over to the Hex bag and see if this guy also fits. Let's see. So, on its side, obviously that's not going to work. Can you guys see it's sticking up? Yeah, you guys can see it's sticking up out of the bag. Maybe we can zip it? No. So this is that scenario I was talking about. If you pull the padding out, all right, let me just pull the padding out. I will never run this bag with the padding pulled out just because why would I? It's a camera bag, you want that padding. So I just flipped it out of the way. I didn't take it all the way out, but we're just trying to get that Z height back. All right, you know what? It might zip. No, even with the padding out, I can't get it to zip around this corner where the grip is. Should we try right on its bottom? Nope, that's not gonna fit. All right, lens down, obviously not going to fit. All right, so that was actually a really good test. So for anyone shooting with one of the larger full frame Sony mirrorless cameras, like an A7IV, an A7III, you know, any of those kind of bodies, you probably want to go with the Peak Design bag. I mean, it fit like a glove. I was really happy about that. That's really cool. So again, like I said, I'm probably gonna go with the Peak. Actually, I know for sure I'm going with the Peak over the Hex. That's just another point for the Peak Design bag. It fits this beast right here. So anyway, back to the video. So just a few more points. This bag comes in this color, which is called Ash, and it also comes in black. It's made out of 100% recycled post-consumer material. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention is that these bags they are capture clip compatible. So if you have a Peak Design capture clip, you can use it with this bag. All right, so I think I covered everything that I wanted to cover about this bag. Overall, like I said, I do prefer the aesthetics of the Hex Design bag, only because it goes with my style a little bit more. I still think that this is a beautiful, beautiful bag. The Peak Design is incredible. It looks great. It looks modern and sleek. And just classy. So it will just go with everything. I think I'm gonna be sticking with the Peak Design, mainly because it's so much more comfortable than the Hex bag. You know, the padded strap, the quick adjustment on the strap, the axial strap attachments that allow it to conform to your body are all amazing. The materials just feel so much better with this bag, and it just feels more padded. Like my stuff feels more protected in this bag. So for the Leica Killer build, I think this is going to be the winning combo right here. Peak Design 3-liter sling in ash and the Leica Killer. What do you guys think? I know some people are probably gonna post about the Wandrd sling in the comment section. I have not checked that out. I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. I had a gift card for Amazon, and that's what I wanted to use to buy these bags. And Rome does not sell, Wandrd does not sell the Rome, or now it's called the Rogue sling on Amazon. I don't know why, but they don't. So that's why I didn't try that bag. So here we are. We have the Peak and the Hex. I'll leave links to these bags in the description if you guys want to check them out for yourselves. Again, this is for the Leica Killer build. I think you guys have really been liking the content on this, and I've been super happy with the images that I've been getting with this setup. If you haven't already seen it, I'll make sure to link the original Leica Killer build video up here. I'll link it down below in the description as well. I also did a follow-up video with my first 2 outings with this setup, just to kind of show you guys the images I'm getting, and I'll make sure to link that down in the description as well. If you guys have any questions about this bag, what can fit in here, or the Hex bag, please let me know. Drop a comment and I'll do my best to answer them. If you haven't already, please consider liking and subscribing. It helps me out a lot. My name is Matt, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Don't